I was a rap singer. A lot of people don't know that. That I didn't just like sing R&B. I was signed as a rap singer because I would take rap lyrics and then I would sing them. So I would say, I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. If you just hear rhythmically, da 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 da, that's like a rapid fire rap. It's rap. Right. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. But I said, designated driver, take the keys to my truck. And so that's how I got into that space. And so taking that song, it could have been even bigger than it was. And it was a monster. It's one of the biggest party.
Oh, it's up there.
It's one of the biggest party records of the last century. It wasn't as big as it could have been because at that time when the song dropped, Def Jam was in a transitionary period and they were doing some different things with distribution and they were like, okay, let's go overseas. And so we were over in Spain and we was over in Germany, like doing stuff with distributors when I should have been doing Saturday Night Live. I never did Saturday Night Live. I never did Tonight Show or Leno or Arsenio Hall, like all the stuff that was popping that would have made the song really big. I had the #1 song in America and I was over in Spain at a bullfight, bro. So yeah, it was crazy. Like, I know that's crazy. But the point that I'm making was the song could have been bigger based on marketing and promoting it differently. It still was a massive hit. Yeah. And one of the reasons it was as big as it was through customization, literally. Big record in Los Angeles, New York City, Hot 97, they're not playing that record. South Central does it like nobody does. Yeah. And we're not doing that. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, what do we do? Well, we go into the engineering booth and I go in there and say, oh, New York does it like nobody does. Brooklyn does it like nobody does.
And you make it specific to the markets.
And I make it exclusive. And then I'm starting to put the DJ's names in the song. This is how we do. It's Friday night. I feel like Paul's Funk Master Flex. So reach for the 40. Angie Martinez, Wendy Williams in the like. And people love to hear their names in songs.
For sure.
So now the song makes it to New York City. You know, I got a West Coast song playing out in New York City. And then DC hears and they're like, hold on, we heard you did a customized version. Can you, DC does it like nobody does. Indianapolis does it like nobody does. Dallas does it like, and so literally the song exploded because I had to sing the song 1 million more times than the actual recording because everywhere I went, I did customized versions for every station and for every DJ pretty much or radio personality on those
And just
stations.
for the viewer, during this time of making and creating music, it wasn't as easy as just putting it on a streaming platform.
No.
Like, these are cassettes.
You sell 1 million records, you have to touch 1 million people. And that's a big difference or whatever. That's one of the things when my mentors told me that you want to sell 1 million records, you got to touch 1 million people. So when I sold 1 million or 2 million or 3 million, it's because 3 million people actually went
out there
hand-to-hand combat and bought it. Yeah,
that's dope. Now, do you think the East Coast, West Coast beef in the mid-90s had anything to do with the original version not getting played in New York? Because you had to choose a side. Like when I look at the documentaries, you know, obviously Tupac and Biggie, it was no middle ground.
Right.
Like you had to, boom.
Not for me. I think, one, because I was signed to Def Jam, I was from the West Coast, but because I was signed to Def Jam, it gave me the credibility to be out in New York City and to move and to, you know, and I don't know all of how the inner workings of that went, but I do know that everywhere I went, I was very well received from a standpoint. I'm not just like I was like a rapper, but in a singer's, you know what I'm saying, like a singer's body, really.
Yeah.
So you have to move with a different credibility at that time.
For sure. Now, let's talk about your pen game because you aren't just a singer. You've got the new gospel song with Kim Burrell. Who else have you written for just for the people to understand?
Yeah, okay, well, the new song is dope. I love it. Renee Spearman, Kim Burrell, You Chose Me. It's my first real gospel record. Wow. Like, I've done gospel my whole life as underground artist, but it's just my life has been gospel, the good news. But in addition to that song that's more recent, I have written songs for a lot of people. Deborah Cox, Nobody's Supposed to Be Here. You know that song? How
can we,
did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. I tried that love thing.
I did. So my question is not funny, but when that song dropped, I remember vividly, I had to be in like the 5th grade, right? And we always remix stuff.
Yeah.
How did you get here? Chick, I caught the buzz. Nobody.
Are you serious?
You never heard that?
I'm today years old hearing that.
No.
Yes.
Y'all know about that too?
Are we tripping?
No, y'all know. I've never. No.
Are you serious? Like it was a different. The next stanza. Nobody's supposed to be here. Like it was a customized.
They added stuff to every line.
Yes, and
Never heard.
I promise you.
My heart says no, chick, your heart can't talk.
Yes.
Say that.
Are you serious?
Like for real, I'm so like we were in there in the back just like doing sing-alongs. Like I know Deborah Cox, and I remember the music video. It was so wholesome.
Bro, I'm today years old.
You
Ever hearing this?
got to be kidding me.
No, sir. I kid you not.
Well,
I kid you not.
They remixed it. I am very
That's wild.
familiar with the song.
Got the bus.
Yes, but no.
I know it didn't say that.
Okay, thank you.
No,
It's not chick. It
Yeah,
was
I got you. Yeah, I
thank you.
understand.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Let him use.
Let him use.
Let him use you.
Let him use you.
Man, have you ever been locked in on summer plans and you hit that classic moment? What am I gonna wear? I'm talking about graduations. What else? Weddings. Memorial Day weekend. My birthday. The calendar just starts to stack up fast. And suddenly, every invite comes with some type of panic. And that right there is the main reason why I rock with Macy's. They ain't got nothing to wear, into sheer confidence. Their personal stylist helps you lock in a full look. And get this, they'll even help you find the perfect gift while you at it. I don't know about you, but I still love that in-store feeling. Touching the fabrics, trying things on, mixing shoes and all type of accessories. See the whole fit come to life. Plus, you have fragrance and skincare experts helping you build that summer glow and helping you lock in your signature summer scent. So when it's time to show up, you is not scrambling. You're ready. But those type of customizations was just like, all right, people don't know your ability to write music.
Yeah.
And writing that, another anthem, which is another banger in a club or a social event.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, wow, like how, during that time of creativity, where do you go? How do you tap in? How do you think as that individual? And how do you determine who it's for?
Yeah. Well, I got to give credit to my boy, Shep Crawford, who's not pastor now as well. We grew up playing piano and organ in the church together. And there was, I think, an anointing that we both had that came with not just playing music, but it came with the sensibility of stories, of hurt, of pain, and us being able to capture those and say it in a certain kind of way. Yeah. And we wanted to be the next Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. We wanted to be those producers, songwriters, and we just had a good chemistry together, man. We still are like the best of friends to this day now, and that's what we would do, man. So like songs like a number one record from Cisco, Incomplete. Even though it seems I have everything, I don't want to be a lonely fool. Those are songs that we were writing. And we had an artist in mind. Normally when we were writing, we were like, if Marvin Gaye were alive, if Michael Jackson would sing this song, or Patti LaBelle would sing this song, what would they sing? And so we wrote from the standpoint of real artists and what they would say. Now, it never really made it to those artists, but still, it was like we wanted to write timeless stuff, for people.
I'll ask you this, because there's such a sensitivity in creation that what's your thought process of AI and AI's involvement in making music, whether through beats? Man, we've talked to countless AI artists that it sounds cool, you know what I'm saying? And as a writer, as a artist, where you are telling a story off of real life experiences, where does your mind go as far as knowing that a person can use a ChatGPT, can use other forms of creativity that's not infused in actual experiences?
It's so early, Cam. It's hard to tell if I'm honest. It's early and it's scary. All right. So to me, it is, people cook from scratch, and then the microwave oven comes along. It makes it faster, makes it easier. Something is packaged up or whatever, and it becomes more accessible. It takes a lot of the work out of it. But when mom get in there, she make that mac and cheese.
Yeah,
bro. It's like
them layers.
It's just gonna be. It's different. Now it doesn't mean that the microwave is bad. It just means I prefer something from scratch, even though I recognize there's a faster, more efficient way, to do it. Doesn't make it more real. I think that artificial intelligence, that AI, should not exist without HI, without human intelligence. To me, you have, where my challenge is, people that are using AI to try and benefit and do different things because you give prompts good. And you can then circumvent the hard work that goes into the creation of something beautiful that came from the heart. So for example, I'm a wordsmith. Like I said, songwriting is easy for me. If I'm going to use AI, I know the right things to be able to say, hey, I want a string line that not only diminishes at the end of the fourth stanza or whatever, but I want to make sure that it has a tremolo in it that then leads down to when this chord progression changes right here. When I get to this part of the song that I'm writing, I want to make sure that now there's a swell of oboes and this, like, you'd have to be really, really intricate with the prompts that you put in to get a certain type of thing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's discussion is what have I, as in Cam Newton, learned from relationships or intimacy the hard way? Now, wow, it's a very loaded question that could be interesting or uninteresting, but I will say this. One thing I've learned in relationships is I can expect me and others. And learning that, you realize maturity in life and understanding that everybody has free will to think, feel, and act on certain things. And I can't always put how I would have responded, how I would have acted, how I would have, dealt with that specific thing, good or bad, because they ain't me and I ain't them. Intimacy, I think it's an ongoing challenge that you got to realize that every night ain't the best night. You know what I'm saying? I think when you get in that square, okay, I ain't never seen another bed that was shaped other than a square, so I refer to it as the square. You could be in your good behavior, or you may be able to drop 40, or you may be able to just skimp a good 4. But that connectivity with your partner is essential, because even on the baddest night, brothers and sisters, there has to be an element of grace that is needed. Because let's just be honest, we know when we didn't perform our best. Okay. Now, do they know? Because if they knew, like, yo, that wasn't your best work. What I can appreciate is you didn't perform well and they think that, oh, he's not a good performer. Nah, baby, this is Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. Michael Jackson moonwalk, okay? Now, you may have gotten an old throwaway on a single or not, but listen, we moonwalking typically. I just ain't had enough slippery surface for me to really moonwalk how I typically moonwalk. But, all right, it is what it is. But that's the unfortunate truth. Now, don't sit up here and say, I ain't never had a bad night. I always deliver premium. Well, I got news for you, brother. You done made the girls' group chat for all the wrong reasons. Well, we all have good days and bad days.